Hey, everybody, here we are. Oh my goodness. Talk about running a few minutes late. Well, but here we are. We are doing some incredible things over here. We have had a Christmas. How was your Christmas? This is what I want to know. Our Christmas, well, ended with some belly sickness, and that was not how we planned on it ending. But so our family does a unique thing for Christmas. We go to the movies on Christmas Day night. So not Christmas Eve, but the eve of Christmas. Why do we go to the movies? Well, because, there's a lot of leading up to Christmas. Am I right? Oh my gosh, so much leading up to Christmas, and everyone's so excited and they can't wait for presents and the children and the craziness. And then Christmas happens, and the morning comes and they open their presents and they eat the food. You have Christmas dinner, and then it's over and everyone gets sad about it being over. So we go to the theater and we see a movie. And I do feel bad that the people at the movies have to work. That's a bummer for them, but they're already there. So if they're already there, we're going to be there too. And one of our older children got us gift certificates to the movies for Christmas, which was awesome. And it was a lot of money. So we got to take the kids and get whatever we wanted. So we got the bucket with the 2 large drinks, and each of us, Dave and I, got a large bucket of popcorn, and the kids got a large bucket of popcorn, and we got them large drinks, and they got ices. But what we didn't realize is these are American larges. They're beyond larges, though. Like in France, like a 12 ounce is a large. In America, 12 ounce isn't even a small. It's like a mini, right? This was like some kind of 42-ounce icy. And then my son bought candy, which I should have said no. Well, it ended how you thought it was going to end, with an interesting Christmas. But today has been a wonderful day because our Christmas was full of Lego, and today we built Lego, and I had fun getting the latest episode. Oh, you guys. The last interview just dropped for members literally right before we started. It is Justin Paperny. It looks like the word paper, but it's Paperny, and he is my second ex-convict interview, and he is amazing. And so members get it today. Everyone else gets it tomorrow at 5:45. You're not going to want to miss it. He is incredible, and we are bringing him live. Speaking of live, on next Thursday, a week from today, January 2nd, my first live of the new year is going to be with Michael Santos. He is coming live with me. He is the person in the last interview, something about how to make $1 million from prison, because he made his first million legitimately while he was still in prison. He's going to talk about that, and he has become the prison professor. It's actually a business, and they help thousands of people that are incarcerated learn how to become successful while they're in prison. Not something that people talk about a lot, but if you think about it, he spent 9,500 days in that place. And if you're going to spend 9,500 days somewhere, you might as well make it count. Am I right? It is the same as if we went from now till the year 2050. Can't even imagine. So, since he's coming live, I thought I would share one of his things. But first, I got to show you something that Dave got for me for Christmas, because it just came here today, and it says The Jen Hardy Show. And how cool is that? But that's not all, because, he did not realize that it is. Oh, it did not turn on. Can you?
Bluetooth mode.
Also a speaker and a light show and a cup. So we will be having some Jen Hardy Show parties with a cup, apparently. How fun is that? Anyway, and it's German, which is really cool because my daughter lives in Germany. It reminds me of that. Anyway, all right. So we're going to talk a little bit about Michael, a little bit about Justin, a little bit about the holidays and what you're doing for the new year. Are you having a New Year's resolution? Do you know what my New Year's resolution is for 2025? Never to have a resolution again. That was my 13-year-old son's idea, and I like it. So there we go. All right, let's talk about prison for a little bit. And why take my word for it? Let's have Michael talk to us a little. What motivated you to help other people and not just want to walk away from this and forget it forever?
Well, so I was very fortunate that at the start of
You
my
can't see me,
journey
can you?
in 1987, I started in solitary
You watching,
confinement.
Michael?
So I'd never been incarcerated before, but I was in the hole for the
Are
first
you
year
watching
of
me?
my prison term. And I'd
Are you
never, since
watching
I'd
me
never
and
been in
listening
prison,
to
I really
Michael?
didn't know that prison was any
Well, you
different. I
know,
just thought that's what it was going to be like.
we worked. That's why we were late, because we were working on getting this right. And you know what, guys, we're gonna have we're gonna have the EAM people actually come in here, physically come down here, and help out. Now, let's see. Let's try a different file and see if it works. But I don't think it's going to. No. Well, guess what? We're just going to talk then. We are going to talk about all the things. And randomly, Michael is going to start talking to you too. He's an amazing, amazing person. Okay. And my face just keeps coming in front of me. There we go. It won't stop. All right. So, can you guys tell me in the chat, what was the highlight of your holiday? Now, maybe you don't celebrate Christmas, and that's fine. What was the highlight of your day yesterday? That's what I'm asking. Lexa, you're here. Did we have Christmas dinner? Did we forget to? No, we did. We did. We had our traditional Christmas dinner, which is called sushi, because the sumo restaurant is open. And so we had some incredible sushi dinner because Dave has been doing a lot of the cooking, and he has not been feeling so great. And there we go. And I usually do the holiday dinners, but you know what? The last couple years, we have decided that mom gets to take a break on Christmas like everybody else. And so, yes, we have our traditional sushi. What's that? So, anyway, crab and prime rib. There you go. That sounds like an incredible dinner. I like that, Gregory. That is awesome. And welcome to the channel. That's right. See, I love crab, and mostly I love crab because it's good, but also I love crab because of the melted butter. So when we have crab, we typically also have artichokes because they also require melted butter. So basically, crab and artichokes are just an excuse to have a bowl of melted butter, which we should not be having. I know, but it's so good. And also Christmas. Oh, crab and prime rib. You know, I was funny. I was just talking to my niece the other day. One of my first jobs was working at a country club, and they used to feed us dinner, and they had tons of prime rib. And so every night that I worked, we had prime rib. And I used to always complain about eating prime rib. And people are like, seriously? But yeah, if you eat it every single day, but I have not had it for a long time, and it sounds like about the best meal that I could have, Gregory. So thank you for sharing. That was incredible. All right. Now, fun fact about what you guys can see and what I can see is that I see someone else and you see me, which is very interesting. All right. So come on in. We are talking about, so this channel, we have a series called Voices of Justice, where I have been interviewing judges, lawyers, and legislators and giving you a behind the scenes glimpse into their lives. They are mostly elected officials, except the lawyers, obviously. But we did interview a prosecutor who was elected. And what is the reason for that? Well, because we want you to see who they are as people, right? We have a whole thing about, conservative, liberal, da 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 da, all these things, and everyone's fighting. But here on the Jen Hardy Show, we present the people to you. You meet the person. We don't even say what side they're on. We don't say the political things at all. And the reason is because I want you to meet them and fall in love with them and decide whether you like them or not without all of that. And then if you think if they're in your area and you can vote for them, well, then you look up all those things. But really, if I was going to be in court, I would want to know about my judge. I bet we can fix the fact that you're seeing some. There we go. I would want to know, what is my judge like? What should I be like in this courtroom, right? You can learn a lot. Hey, Julie, I am so glad that you're here. This is awesome. We're just talking about the channel and the kind of people that we have on. And usually it's judges, lawyers, and legislators. But the last few weeks, we have expanded. And now we are bringing people who have spent time in prison and interviewing them. Not just anybody who's been in prison, though. Yes, people who are making a difference. So Michael Santos is one, and he spent 9,500 days, which breaks down to 26 years. And if you have a hard time wrapping your brain around that, it would be if you were in prison from today until the year 2050. Cannot even imagine. He went in before there were computers in regular people's homes and cell phones and came out to all those things and had to learn them. His interview is here. It's How to Make $1 Million from Prison is the name of it. He is an incredible, incredible person. And I actually put his interview with Judge Boyd's interviews so that they would be at the top of the page because he's incredible. Fleischer. Oh, I'm so glad you liked his interviews. And there's another one, Julie. There is an interview that I did that I thought was too bad to show, but I've got a professional editor working on it. And it's a pretty incredible one. He gets pretty personal in that one. And I think everybody who loves Judge Fleischer will love it. I know that there's some situations with his court right now. And so I think this is a perfect time to let it out. And his election is coming up. So it will be really good to have everybody get a chance to really get to know him. And as with a lot of the judges, when you see them in court sometimes, you make an assumption. You make assumptions. We make judgments. We're people. That's what we do. And you might think you know who they are, but then when you get to talk to them off of the bench and find out why they do what they want, or why they do what they do on the bench, it's really incredible. So I encourage you to, if you like watching court, to watch the interviews, get to know them. You will fall in love with every single one of these judges. You know who is another incredible judge who I did interview and has come live with me and hopefully is coming back in 2025 is Judge Stevens. He is incredible. He is, a lot of people call him the dad judge because he seems like somebody's dad, kind of seems like somebody's angry dad a lot. But you know what? He is really, really a teddy bear when you get to know him. And I think that you'll love him too. So you might want to check that one out. What else? We are doing a Texas tour. I'm going to be going to Texas in the springtime. So we have a game set up. We are playing Jenga. Oh, hold on just a minute because I've got to push the button over here. Hold on just one second. Oh no, it undid my goal. Okay, I'm going to have to do it from over here. Because we can set a goal for super chats. And there's also these jewels and things. I don't know if you guys see them. We were told from YouTube that there's these little jewel things. Anyway, if you do super chats and stuff, you get to do, we'll do a brick on the Jenga and you get to tell me which you want me to choose, Harris County, where Judge Fleischer is, or San Antonio, where Judge Boyd and Judge Rosie Spiegel Gonzalez are. And that will decide where I go first. I'm going to go to Texas. I realize Texas is very large and the courts are spread out, but I'm going to go on a Texas tour in March. And I'm going to meet with the judges and give you an inside glimpse, not just of them talking to me virtually, but I will be there in person with them. We are working with some people on trying to get into a jail as well, but apparently that's harder than I thought. But we will be in at least one jail because that's going to happen. I'm also working with some sheriffs. There are some sheriffs that are out in online sharing some things, and we are going to try to share a sheriff. Oh my gosh, Julie, can I tell you what? Judge Simpson, I would love to get Judge Simpson on the show. We've reached out. He has not answered. If you want to reach out to him or you know somebody who knows him, I would love to interview him. I did an interview, but we're going to redo it because there were some quality issues with a girl named Chrissy. She does Court with Chrissy, and I had never seen her channel, but Dave found it and it's really interesting. So I want to see if, we can bring her on the show and you can watch her court. She does it a little bit differently and I think you might enjoy it. I'm just trying to bring you some different things because I love all of the law tubers. I love them and they all have a little bit different spin on what they do. But what I want to show you is just something just a little bit different. You know what I mean? So that you can see something that maybe you haven't seen before. And for now, you know what I'm going to try to do right now is share something else with you. Let's see if we can Do it.
Oh, hey, everybody. Sheriff Wayne Ivey here. You know what time it is. It's time for Wheel of Fugitive.
I know there's.
All right, now my main man Dave's going to let us know who our contestants are, but you know what we're doing. We're trying to get fugitive off our street. Dave's going to let us know who they are, and you're going to help us find the fugitive of the week.
Well, Sheriff, this week we have
Here, but you can't see.
William
This is so fascinating to me. All right. Well, you know what? Sometimes things are what they are. Ooh, wait a minute. Let's try it. No. You all, can I tell you something? This has been the most interesting thing. All right. So guess what?
Can you just delete all the scenes on the sound and make a new scene and put it in there?
We could do that. Can you can see me though? Can everybody see me? Okay. So, fun fact, welcome to everybody who's new. I'm Jen Hardy. This is the Jen Hardy Show. And what we do here is we have Voices of Justice, where we interview judges, lawyers, and legislators, and now convicts. Yes, ex-convicts, because, well, I'm not at the place where I'm going to be going into the prison, but 1239 Friday in Queensland. Oh, wow, your state doesn't have. You know what, Julie? I am jealous. I really wish we didn't have daylight savings. I don't understand. It has been in front of our Congress for the longest time to alleviate it, and yet it's still here. Although I do have a friend that works in the government who has explained to me that if we do away with daylight savings, apparently it will cause all kinds of problems. So I don't know, but I'm very jealous that you.
Oh, hey, everybody. Sheriff Wayne Ivey.
You know, I got Sheriff Ivey talking with me. I apologize for that. Anyway, so Julie, if you were in Queensland, tell me about your Christmas, because we live in Florida in a tropical climate, so it's warm here. So I'm assuming that you guys have warm as well. What? You don't see me, do you? There we go. Do you see this? It's bizarre that you don't see what I see, but that's okay. We are, moving along. So what else? So Julie, what do you do in Queensland for Christmas if you celebrate Christmas? If you don't celebrate Christmas, what did you do yesterday while everyone else was doing the Christmas things? Because there's a lot of people. I don't want to make assumptions because I have friends that celebrate all different holidays. And you know what? I love hearing about all the different things. So, 9:40 on the East Coast. Yes. And it's 12:39 p.m. Friday. So it's tomorrow. This is what blows my mind. So one of my closest friends lives in Tokyo, and it's tomorrow there. So she's already experienced. She's like a time traveler, It's crazy. And we can only visit on Saturday nights because our kids are friends. And Sunday is the only day that her daughter isn't doing school things, because in Japan they do a lot more school things than we do. And probably maybe for the better, I am guessing. I don't know. Somewhere in the middle, maybe. They have a lot. And then we have other friends that live in South Korea. I'm always afraid I'm going to say the wrong one. South Korea, absolutely, yes, not North Korea. And they do all kinds of school. Okay, so we have Mark David, we have Little Gothics. Okay. All right. And I'm really glad to have you guys here. This is so cool. So we are talking about some of the things that are coming up on the channel. There are going to be some really exciting things. There is a new interview that just went up today with Justin Paperny, who spent 18 months in a white-collar prison, also known as Club Fed. And he talks about what that's like. And then there's another interview called How to Make $1 Million in Prison with Michael Santos, who is incredible. So both of them are felons. Yes, they did commit crimes. No, I'm not saying that was okay. But what they chose to do when they went into prison and when they came out is incredible. And that's why we're talking to them and sharing them with you guys. Because I feel like if you can face waffles or pancakes, I would have to say pancakes.
I just hit that.
Why? Was that a bad thing?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. All right. Well, let's talk. All right. Latte or boba? What do you think? I'm a boba person. Not so much of a coffee person right now. We're doing so much boba here at home. And I don't know about you. Oh, and I'm curious, Julie, if you are a boba person in Queensland, but It is $10 a piece here. So now we just make it. Hey, Mr. Mod, you on that? So thank you. All right. We've got lots of sassy people. So we are a family company here and we like to keep things PG. So we would love it if you would keep things PG for us. Because yeah, it would be really nice. Also, I feel like if you all knew how old I was, you wouldn't be saying these things. Yeah, it's true. So no. Anyway, all right. So, Lexa, I would love to hear how your holiday went. If you're still here, how were things? I know I've talked to a bunch of my friends that all had great days. We had a weird day. It was real weird. It started with everyone sleeping in, which was good weird. Oh my God, it's the first Christmas in 35 years. I got to sleep in until 9 o'clock. And I like that because, yes, I have been a mom for 35 years. So, wasn't kidding when I said I'm too old for you to be saying all these sassy things. But it was really, really nice to sleep in on Christmas. Ended with a little bit of, I don't know, food poisoning, not on my part, but on a child's part. Not a great way to end Christmas, but don't worry. It was over by this morning. Everything was great. And we got to build Lego. Lego. We are so into Lego. You are great. You can be in and out. Hey, Lexa, you know what? And if you have to go, we totally get it. Tonight was a late night, and I just appreciate you being here. So I'm really glad that you had a good holiday, though. That is awesome. And oh my gosh, Lexa, what are you guys doing something for New Year's? We are having company over. My parents really instilled in me to never go anywhere on New Year's Eve because there's drunken, crazy people out there. They believed in having drunken, crazy people inside the house, so they drank and didn't leave. But they didn't believe in drinking and driving, and apparently something like 50% of the people on the road on New Year's are drinking. So if you're out there, number one, don't imbibe and drive, and number two, stay home if you can, or stay over wherever you're staying so that you can be safe because I want you to be safe. But we're going to have all kinds of fun. We're going to play games. We are a big board game family, and the family that's coming over, also a board game family. And if you have children, you know how hard it is to find a family that is like friends with your family, like where the moms get along, dads get along, brothers get along, sisters get like, what are the odds? And we have found such a family, and I'm very excited. You stay home. Yep. See, Alexa, I absolutely agree. Absolutely. Okay, my son would like a scissors. Yeah, I don't know. Your cousin is the only Lego designer from Australia. What? Julie. Derek, someone in our audience, her cousin is the only Lego designer from Australia. Wait. That is so cool. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate that. That is very kind. And Julie, my son is very jealous. It's his goal one day to be a Lego designer. And I'm trying to get him to start a Lego channel because my son has so many words, good night, that he would be great at telling everybody what he's doing building those Legos. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, that's a thing. You know what we should do? We should build a Lego while we go live. That's something we could do. It could be Lego Live. And we could build it. I wonder if there's Lego jail. I know we do have a Lego jail, but it's a little one. It's part of the police department. We could talk, or like a Lego courthouse. That would be fun. We are going to look into that as soon as we're done here because now I'm excited about jail Legos. I never thought I'd be so excited about court or jail or talking to prisoners, but apparently this is a new thing. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, check out some of the new interviews because they're pretty incredible. Anyway, all right, it is 9:47. And yeah, I'm glad you're here, Shane. You are being nice, and we do appreciate that. This is a PG rated channel. We appreciate you keeping it that way, and it's very nice. Your boss's son adored Legos. Oh, Eileen, yeah, you know what? We adore them, and we're very much not children. Our house is covered in Lego. In fact, I have bookshelves that keep going, and half of them are full of Lego. So I have my backdrop behind me, and then it's all Melody's the only designer. So proud. Oh, I will. Okay, that is so cool. I appreciate that, Julie. Also, you mentioned that you haven't talked to her for a few. Can I just say, not just to you, Julie, but to people in general, if there are people in your life that you have that are driving you nuts, it's okay to take a step back. But if there's people that you have in your life that you haven't talked to for a long time, that you really miss, you know what? Reach out to them. Or maybe you had a little hiccup in your relationship. Now, if it was an abusive hiccup, that's a whole other story. We're not going there. But if it was just a little funkiness, why don't you reach out? Start the new year off right. And you never know, it may go really well. So that is just my 2 cents. And Brian, welcome to the show. This is so cool. We are talking about this new year and what we've got planned. I am going to be going to Texas and interviewing some judges in person and potentially some other people. So you guys let me know what kind of, like, I was thinking about potentially the bailiffs, maybe getting a couple of stories from them. I know it particularly in San Antonio and Jefferson County, there are definitely some stories of things that go on in the courthouse that are pretty intense, and they may be interesting to you. So if there's someone else that you would like to hear from, let me know. I know I would also really love to talk to Judge Washington and McDuffie. Oh my gosh, if I could, but I haven't heard back from them either. So if there's a judge or somebody you'd like to hear from, definitely let me know who they are, and we'll reach out. Now, some families are a nest of narcissists, and in that case, you just have to create your own family, and we totally get that. And that's a bummer. It really is. And it seems as though maybe, has it gotten worse, or is it that people are tolerating less? Because when I look back at the people that I knew when I was a kid, there was a lot of horrible people that we were surrounding ourselves with. Not me, that like adult people that adults chose. Maybe it hasn't gotten worse. Maybe we just have decided to say we're not going to deal with that anymore, which maybe that's a healthy thing. And maybe people will learn lessons. I don't know. But that is too introspective for tonight. It is the day after Christmas, and we just need to stay light. So I do not have a New Year's resolution. I have goals, because resolutions, for some reason, I break them. But what are my goals? I want the plaque, guys. I want the plaque. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that button for me, will you? Because that is my one goal. I think it will be really exciting. We are almost halfway there. We started the channel I started the channel 8 years ago, but I started actually posting 9 months ago, and we're at 45,000 subscribers. And thank you very much for all of that. I'm very appreciative. And if we can keep that going, it's potentially possible that by my birthday in the end of May, we will get the plaque. That would be the best birthday present in the whole world. So we'll see. And if not, that's okay. As long as we have good videos coming out that you all like, that is the goal. Am I right? So thank you so much for being here. And like I said, hit the like, hit the subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. If you want to unsubscribe later, that's okay. But, it does really, really help out. So let's see. Dave is my husband and my producer and my best friend, honestly. And he has been coming on the show for a little while, off and on, but he hasn't been able to because he had some knee surgery. But I think he needs to come back on pretty soon. And we are going to be starting a new channel together, where we are going to be doing things together. And because here we talk about court, we talk about the justice system, we talk about the U.S., criminal system, jail, court, all those things. And on the other channel, we're going to be talking about some other things that are a little bit lighter, because, that way we can have a little bit of both. And I think that's awesome. If you've just dropped by, would you hit that like button, potentially the subscribe button, because it would be awesome and very helpful for us. Because, we're on YouTube, and everybody on YouTube, that's kind of the goal. So if not, we all need to be positive. We do need to be positive because, if you look for the negative, you're definitely going to find it. Am I right? So we got to look for the positive everywhere. It's really, really a choice, I got to say. And after 8 years of interviewing people, let me tell you what, the people who I interviewed 8 years ago who talked about negative things and not doing well, guess what? They're not doing well. And the people who talked about kicking life's butt, guess what? They're kicking life's butt because, it's the whole self-fulfilling prophecy thing. So I think if you're here right now, you are meant to hear this. Go into next year with some lofty goals that you set for yourself. Set them high. Set them higher than you think you're going to reach, because guess what? You just might reach them. I set a goal for myself this year that I thought was ridiculously high, and it didn't hit that goal, but I hit things that were even better. So many that were even better. So there we go. That is what we all need to be doing. That is what I'm pushing everyone I know to do. So negative Nels and positive Patties. Okay, I love that. I lost some people saying that, and that is okay, because they weren't apparently the people that needed to hear it, and that's all right. And another thing is, you know what? A lot of people judge themselves. So much self-judgment. Am I right? Like talking to yourself negative, like if you drop something, you say, oh, I'm such an idiot, like that kind of thing. That's got to stop in the new year too. You know what? Because if you don't talk nice to yourself, who's gonna? Am I right? What you see is what you get. That's right. Well, that used to be true. My dad used to also say what does it say? The camera only takes what's in front of it, whatever. Now I can't even say that thing, but it's not even true, because we got AI and it's changing all the things. Because, we can make everybody saying all kinds of wackadoodle stuff. But yeah, what you see is what you get. But what we need to, I don't know. I used to be really, really negative, and I have made a choice to not be so negative, and it's made a huge difference. And also, when I smile at people, they smile back, and then that makes me want to smile more, and it just kind of keeps going. And then it's natural. It's not like fake. I'm not saying you should be fake nice either, because nobody likes that. Anyway, so what's coming up? Well, Monday, I don't know. Monday's Dave's birthday. So I don't know what we're going to do. If we're going to go live, we're going to have to do some kind of birthday celebration with Dave. And then next Thursday is Michael Santos, who was in prison for 9,500 days. And the week after that is Justin Paperny, who was in white-collar prison that they call Club Fed, where there are no bars. And you want to know a secret? I'll give you a spoiler. They would have drones deliver In-N-Out Burger to that place. It was a prison. Yes, you heard me right. Drones delivering fast food to prison can happen. So, and then the week after that, I'm going to PodFest, which is a podcasting convention, which means it is full of all kinds of fascinating people, and we're going to go live from there. Not just for 1 hour, though. I think we're going to do a 2-hour blast live from PodFest, because it is incredible. And, yeah. And I hope that's not when our stand-up thing is. Hola, Marco. Good to see you. I am emceeing a stand-up night. I got to do it last year, and it was so much fun. Fun fact about me, a few years ago, when Nick at Night was a thing, several years ago, I got into the finals for Funniest Mom in America, and I got to go up to Cincinnati to the Zanies, and I got to perform on stage, and oh my gosh. So, okay, dumb jokes told here. That's funny. You know what? I am a Christian person, and I find that to be funny. So anyway, hola, Kayla. Good to see you. That just absolutely made me forget my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, Funniest Mom in America. Anyway, so yeah, so I made the finals, and it was so cool, and I was killing it on there. And this is not self-promo, because then I sucked. And then someone took a flash photo. They say don't take flash photography. Well, I found out why. Because when it's a totally dark room and someone flashes something, it sometimes makes your brain go. And I didn't remember a darn word. And I'm standing there up on stage, potentially going on a Nick at Night show, which would have been so cool. And then I did not get to, and it was very sad. But it has led to me being able to MC Comedy Night at PodFest last year and then this year. And last year there was 4 MCs. All the rest of them are these super, awesome, famous comedians and me. But 2 of them have bowed out, which means there's 1 other famous comedian and me. So I get to be up there telling my jokes about what it's like to be a Gen X person in a Gen Z world. And yeah, and I don't really talk about that here because we talk about court, but I will be doing that. And then we'll be going live with, and Steve Kimbrough, who is the one very famous comedian that is going to come live with me. He is going to come on the show, and I'm going to have him react to court, because one of his things is that he's a referee, and he wears this black and white striped shirt. So he's going to ref some court for us. And that's going to be coming up potentially at the Monday before PodFest, whichever, 11th or 12th or something. And that is going to be a blast because he is hysterical and very different from me and very funny. And we complement each other and work together really well. So it's going to be fun. Eileen, oh, you're a boomer. That is so cool. Did you know, Eileen, that boomer is actually like a bad word now? They're like, oh, boomer. Yeah, it's a thing. But oh my gosh, I did like Tina Fey when she impersonated Sarah Palin. Can I tell you, not fun of a lot of impersonations. You have to be really good at it. But I have to say, all the Saturday Night Live guys, I feel like every one of them is incredible. And I love Tina Fey. I really do. Yeah, I have not watched Tina Fey in a long time. Speaking of Tina Fey and 30 Rock, she was on 30 Rock. We used to watch that. I've got a friend that works at 30 Rock in the studio, and he has invited me to come up there. Can I tell you something though? I am a little bit unnerved by the thought of going to New York City. Is anyone in the chat? Have you been to New York? One of my best friends lives in Manhattan. She goes live from Manhattan and makes it look beautiful. She lives right there. And I don't know, it makes me nervous. But I think because we've lived on this island for so long and there's like 4,000 people that live here, and traffic means that the school buses come by and you need to wait for like 30 seconds. Like that's it. I don't know how I would do in New York, but anyway, it's a thing. Maybe there's some judges I could go and write it off. I don't know. That might be kind of fun. We'll have to see. So, yeah. Oh, and a friend and I are going to host are you ready? All you boomers out there. And, oh, you've been there. It's crowded. Yeah, it is so crowded. We're going to host the Top 50 Over 50 Podcaster Awards because people do like the top 30 under 30 and the top 40 under 40. But no, I don't know what that was. Dave just had a problem.
I hit a button.
He hit a button. Uh-oh. But okay. But you don't ever see anything for people who are older. And you know what I think? I think maybe it's time because I know. People who are younger have heard enough of us being bossy. Like, I totally get that. Okay, we should not be bossy. What? Why are you laughing? Are you laughing at me?
No, we're on delay, and I heard me yell, do that funky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
See, okay, Julie and Lexa, you guys are, yeah, see, you're speaking my language. It's a whole lot. Ooh, see, I saw Cats in LA. So I grew up in LA. I was in LA till 2000. And so we got to see all of the Broadway stuff. I used to do theater, not in LA. Wow, that is funny, but also, anyways, so yeah, all of those things. So I think the top 50 over 50 would be fun. No, he's funny. As long, you know what? You're funny, you're keeping it clean, whatever. As long as you are, we're all good here. We're all friends, right? Right. Anyway, top 50 over 50. I think it'll be fun. Celebrate some people who are older. Going to reach out to Julia Louis-Dreyfus because she is over 50 and has a podcast about being over 50. And you never know. She may say yes. She may not. That's okay. We have had some other interesting people. We had a lady who was on Seinfeld on here a couple weeks ago. She was incredible. Oh, did she ask if you're okay? Because that was a crazy sound. And then who else do we have? Oh, we had Dennis Leary's wife, Ann Leary, on the show. And she is incredible. Can I tell you something? When the Learys travel, because, they're LA people. Ooh, greetings from Nori. Why are Americans so mean? You know what? That's a really good question. And I don't know. I can tell you that we're not mean. And we deal with that same issue. And we live with Americans. So also, fun fact, I don't have anything against America. I love this place. I'm really glad I live here. But my friends didn't have any friends that were American. My younger kids did not have American friends until 6 years ago when we moved to Florida. Because where we lived, everything was very international and it was fun. I don't know. My dad's best friend was Japanese. My mom's best friend was Puerto Rican. I don't know. We always have had like a whole bunch of, I don't know. We're like the United Nations, I guess. And I like it that way. I really, really do. I really do. Because I think if the world was a little bit more like that and loved everybody, it might be better. And I'm really sorry that you think Americans are mean, though, and that they've treated people mean. And but I'm not going to apologize for all of America. But I will say that if you come and visit us, we'll be very nice. There you go. What WT funny? That is true. And the mean ones tend to be louder. I'm just saying. Am I right? You know, nice people tend to sit down and be quiet, but sometimes the nice thing to do is to stand up and say, quit that. So there we go. Quit that. All right. What else? What else? We've got a lot of great stuff coming on the channel, and I'm very excited. And if you're just stopping by, thank you so much. I'm Jen of The Jen Hardy Show, and we've got an interesting mishmash of voices of justice and shower thoughts, which we haven't talked about lately. Oh, see, America are just like to troll. You know what? Some people in America do like to troll, but I think some people in other countries like to be trolls too. And yeah, I can say there are mean people everywhere, and there's nice people everywhere. So we just got to kind of ignore the meanies and, go to the nice people. Well, I will leave political discussions for you guys in the chat, but yeah, you all discuss that as you will. What else? Because it's funny. I interview elected officials, but I don't let them talk about their politics on the show, which has led them to some interesting conversations with people.
I just said don't.
I'm not going to lie. Hey, Billy Joe, it's good to see you here. We've got some new people tonight, and I am so excited to have you all here. What?
Sorry. Julie just said Biden falls down here all the time.
Oh, I missed it. Oh. You guys, can I tell you something? Some people are going to like one side and some people are going to like the other. And I'm just going to say, number one, there's a lot of stuff out there that's good and there's a lot of stuff out there that's bad. And maybe there will be a third option next time. And until then, we're just going to have to make peace with what we've got. That's all I can say. Well, did you know about Taylor Swift? Greenery Academy. Actually, where we homeschool when we were in Tennessee, she was with the same homeschool umbrella as us in the same group. And that is a fun fact. Back in the day when she was much younger and not as famous, and now she is like queen of the world or something, Taylor Swift. There's Swifties and the whole thing, and it's really interesting. My kids used to play at the Taylor Swift Park just outside of Nashville, but do not live there anymore. We live on a little island where we get to swim with the dolphins and watch the rocket launches. And I'm not going to lie, it's nice. Well, let's not talk about that, but let's just say politics, we all have different ideas. And that is why I don't let people talk about their politics, even when they're politicians, when they come on my show. But tell you what it does. It makes them get real. And that is what we need from our politicians, is it not? We need them to just get real and stop saying all the rhetoric stuff. Oh, your daughter's a Swiftie? Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is, it's pretty, what's the word? Like not dangerous, like being a Swiftie. It's just like, right? She's like clean and nice and whatever. Is she not? I don't know. My younger kids are not Swifties, so I don't really know. It's so interesting to watch people in the chat and different ideas. Can I tell you something else? Speaking of politics, hey, Wyatt, good to see you. When I interview the judges are elected officials, the ones that I interview, okay? I'm not interviewing the Supreme Court or anything. And some of them are liberal, some of them are conservative, Republican, Democrat, the whole whatever. But we don't talk about that here when we do the interview. And so when people are commenting, the people who are Democrats that don't like someone will say, I bet he's a Republican. And then the Republicans that don't like the same judge will say, I bet he's a Democrat. And they blame them, but it's really interesting because, yeah, they only say it about the other thing when they don't like them. Your daughter. Okay, let's see. She really is, and she's very sweet. Yeah. Well, Lexa, I don't know how your children could be anything but sweet because you're an absolutely amazing human. And that's funny. Taylor Swift would make a good president, but her music isn't all that great. That's funny. Yeah, I don't listen to a whole lot of music, which, yeah, I don't. Everyone else in my house does. I don't know. I like Christmas music, though. I hate it when people say age is only a number. Age is clearly a word. Oh, dude. I hate to tell you, dumb jokes told here. I would really like to use that in my comedy thing at Podfest in a couple of weeks because that is hysterical. And yeah, I mean, you know what? I think my daughter, one of my daughters, because we have 7 kids. One of my daughters, when they went to college, what was it? What was the thing? What was the party? Dave, do you remember? David, he cannot hear me. He's in the same room as me and he can't hear. What party did she get into when she went to college? I'm not saying a name. I'm saying the kid who went to college and the other party. Anyway, there's another party, and they're basically a hands-off party. And I think that's really okay. Chuck Norris, anyway, that party would have been good. Chuck Norris would have been an awesome president. So, the CIA would protect her boyfriends. It's funny. Oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, did you see the chat? It says, I hate it when people say age is only a number. Age is clearly a word. Yeah, that is going to be retold. So thank you for that. And also, dumb jokes told here. If you have other jokes that you don't mind sharing with me that I can share in my stand-up thing, I will give you credit because that was absolute gold. And I'm really looking forward to doing this thing. I wish you guys could join me there, but you will be joining me live from Podfest on Thursday, the something of January. And I'm going to look up the date because I want you to know when it is, because I am going to have so many incredible people with me. You're going to want to be there the 16th of January. Put it on your calendar, 9 p.m. Eastern, whatever that time is on your time zone. I cannot do them all. I know it's 6 p.m. Pacific, but we're going to have about 20 people at least on the show, just regaling you with all kinds of information. Podfest is a podcasting convention that is full of 10,000 different kinds of people, and there's only 2,000 of them there, if that tells you anything. Okay, they were going to name a street after Chuck Norris. They realized nobody can cross Chuck Norris and live. Oh my gosh. Dude, you got good jokes. Okay, so I've been doing some mom jokes as shower thoughts, and really what they are is horrible elementary school jokes. But dumb jokes told here, you're good. And if you've got a channel, do you have a channel? If you do, put the link in there because we need to check it out. That's what I say. Stuck like Chuck. That's okay. Can I tell you what? I don't get the reference. I wish I did. I am so out of it with current things. I know that it's something Judge Fleischer says, but the biggest, well, there we go. I appreciate you all stopping by. You guys are so cool. We've got some new people and you've stuck with us and engaged with us. And I really hope that you all come back because you're amazing. And I truly do appreciate you. So if there is somebody that you would like to hear on the channel, somebody that you'd like to have go live with me, put it in the chat because I am absolutely open for suggestions. Wow. Greenery Academy is not a fan of Taylor Swift's music, but a fan of Taylor Swift in general. So there you go. Yeah. So are you a Swiftie then? Or are you not a Swiftie? I don't know. It's a question. I would have to say I'm not a Swiftie because I don't know anything about her. It just rhymes. Well, there's that. Okay. So I am digging the chat today. It is all over the place. Julie, that's funny. Yeah, I don't think I have a whole lot with Taylor Swift, except my hair is the same color. Tell my wife Taylor I love her. All right, I need one more joke. So where is our joke guy? I need another one. Just before you go, dumb jokes told here. You got another, specifically an age joke, because that is kind of my thing when I go up there on the stage. So yeah. Because Alex Winter, okay, I need to know who that, I'm going to write that down and I'm going to look up that person. And if you could tell me specifically who Alex Winter is and or what they do, that would be helpful. But I can Google it and find out. And we are going to go at 10:15 tonight because we started late and we are going to end a little bit later than we normally do. But you know what? It's afternoon tomorrow in Australia and most of Asia. So it's not late there, it's early, but it's late here. And after the evening we had for Christmas evening last night, what do you call the night of Christmas? It's not Christmas Eve because that was the night before. Is it Christmas night? I guess. I don't know. I only know rude jokes. Oh, well, yeah, see, I don't remember. I'm really bad at the remembering. And if you watch many of my lives, you'll know that. I also get distracted. Dave has put the Discord link in the chat. If you guys want to jump over there and join the Discord, it is not one of those busy Discords. It's going to ding at you all the time. No, because we all have too much of that. But there's a little bit. It's just the nicest amount of Discord. You can come in, you can chat and get to know each other a little bit. We'll tell you when the next live stream is. And that's about all that goes on in there. Personally, that's my style. I don't like a whole lot of whatchamacallit, notifications. It drives me crazy. I'm not going to lie. Also, can we talk about email for a minute? Okay, Julie, what do blondes use for earrings? This I need to know. Oh, the dogs are banging on the door. Yeah, the dogs are like, your live is over now. Also, I think Libby's going to come with me on my live next time. Okay, but I need to find out what blondes use for earrings. Do I even want to know? I don't know. Julie, I feel like I can trust you for this answer, but I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Oh my goodness. Because you just never know what people are going to say. Actor, writer, director. Oh, okay. I just saw that you put that. All right. Their ankles.
What? Wow. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
We asked for it.
You know what? I asked for jokes. I got jokes. You said they were going to be rude. And I said tell one anyway. So you did. And that's okay.
Dumb jokes told you one.
What's that? Dumb jokes told me. How old is your girlfriend? She's 52. Haha, dude. She could be your mom. Yeah, actually, it's yours. Ooh, burn. Oh.
Okay, let's end with that.
We're going to end with that. I frequently say your mom jokes to my kids and they think it's bizarre, but I figured if I jump on it first, then nobody's, like whatever. Anyway, I love you guys. I am so glad that you joined me tonight. Next Monday is Dave's birthday. We're going to have a birthday party live birthday and presents for you because I love giving presents. So I will see you then. Mwah. I love you. Thank you again for joining us and we'll see you next time.